Hey guys, so I'm finally getting to my reviews, and today we're going to be doing Verity. I've been waiting to do a review on this since I put it down. Honestly, in the middle of it, I was ready to start a review. It's by Colleen Hoover, which if you read, you know, she's usually does like romance, it's a thriller. I think what happens to me is my expectations going in, if they're low, I love a book. If they're high, I just kind of like it because I can enjoy some mediocre books, to be honest. My husband can't, but I can enjoy mediocre books, they're fine. But the reason I went in with this, maybe not low, going into it with, like my daughter does not read Colleen Hoover, with everything surrounding all of her, you know, personal life and stuff. She's made a stance that she's not going to read Colleen Hoover. So I'm going to still read Colleen Hoover, but I think I steer away kind of just unconsciously. So I think maybe I had that little bit of a haze going into it, like, oh, it's Colleen Hoover, I just need to keep my, you know, distance, whatever. I don't know if anybody else does this. I have a hard time separating the author from the story sometimes, and this might be the case. I loved this book. I loved this book and loved to hate it, because there are moments, I felt every feeling. I felt disgust with Verity and some of the things she was doing and writing about. So much empathy as a parent. Oh my God, that lake scene. I had the ugly cry. I haven't had the ugly cry from a book in a really long time. And I was sitting out on my front porch. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I had my morning tea and I had tissues around me. I was just crying. So it got all the feelings for me, all the feelings. Lowen is the main character and she's a writer. She's hired by Jeremy, whose wife is also a writer, Verity, and she's been injured in an accident and she can't finish her series, so they need to hire somebody to finish out that contract, and that happens to be Lowen. So in doing her research in the office, of Verity's office, she finds an autobiography transcript in one of the drawers and she reads it, and it has just the wildest things, to be honest, but it covers some of the tragedies that their family has gone through and a lot of family secrets. I don't want to spoil too much because there's a lot there. There's a lot. In the beginning, I didn't like Jeremy. I have to be honest, I thought the way he, specifically, one scene in particular was when Verity, he came back into town and Verity had written her first transcript. She didn't tell him about it and she was still not wanting anybody to read it. The way he just took it and how he read the transcript was just, it made me hate him in the beginning. I thought he was the biggest asshole, to be honest. And I mean, the whole evening they got engaged, I felt like was cringeworthy, to be honest. I think that could have been written a little bit better and in a way that made me specifically, or him, be less dislikable. It was just not a good move on his part, but anyway. Okay, and then I did not expect her to do that in the bathroom with Jeremy right there in the next room and laying there sleeping. That scene had me, that was the part that I was disgusted, and the way she talked about her kids. And then the scene that got me crying was the lake scene. And as any parent who has read this book, you'll know what I'm talking about with the lake scene and Jeremy. I wanted to reach out and hug him and I don't know, just make him feel better, help him with his grief. I just wanted to reach out to him. It broke my heart. I do have a couple of questions though. What was with Crew and the knife? What was with that? Was that just his trauma? That was just not explained. Overall review is 5 stars. This was a great thriller. I couldn't put it down. I wanted to find somebody to talk to about it. It was a great book. And I almost forgot. I'm team manuscript. I want to know what you guys think. I think there was too much manipulation for it not to be real. And I think if she was scared, she had enough time to get away where he wasn't present. And if it was really true, if the letter was really true, then she had all those months to come clean. So I just don't believe the letter. It wrapped up too perfectly. It didn't make any sense. There was too much manipulation. I want to know what you guys think. Team manuscript or team letter? All right, so there'll be some new reviews coming up soon. Another haul from World of Books. I'll see you guys in the next one.